Congratulations to anyone who was courageous enough to make it through the first 6 chapters and is still with me as we're about to get started on Chapter 7. So, let's not waste any time like I did last time. Let's go! Hello! Okay, I'm so sorry that I took so long to write again. Thanks for everyone staying the course and remembering the story. In this case, I'm not sure remembering the story is a good thing, but whatever. That's so cool. 52 reviews. Even bads are good. Whatever happened to you saying that bad reviewers were horrible and whatever else she said about that? Now, even bads are goods, presumably because at that point it started to become more infamous for being so bad, and she got a lot of bad reviews at this point. Maybe? I don't know. I don't feel like going through the reviews. Speaking of which, I would like you to look at the amount of favorites. 31. I sincerely hope that these 31 people are people who favorited this because of how bad it was, because if they really think that this is a reference in terms of good fanfiction, then I don't know. Okay, lots have things happened since last time, and I'm sorry it's been a time. Cervantes and I aren't internet dating, only friends. Oh, friend zone! Ah! Now, but we're still happy, and it's pretty cool. He still wants people to read things, and he's going to have new stuff soon, so check it or out. How about no? If his stuff is half as bad as yours, I'm probably going to want to, open my head and take my brain out of it. Also, I've taken new classes like Special English to learn new words, like basic words, hopefully, and even make some up. That's not how a language works. You don't make up words willy-nilly. It's just... Ugh! This girl, I swear. It's like everything she attempts to do, she fucks up. Inevitably, in every fashion conceivable. My friends made a new law that we can't use said anymore in stories. Wait, that's a new law? Because I can count the amount of times the word said has been said in this fanfiction on both of my hands. And that's nothing new at all. It's the complete opposite of that Tomahawk Man fanfiction I was talking about last week. God, her brain would explode if she saw that Tomahawk Man fanfiction. Quick, spam her email with the Tomahawk Man fanfiction. But all joking aside, so there's more spice and less crap if you catch the drift. No! Using said sometimes is okay, and substituting it every once in a while is okay as well, as long as you use words that exist and that you use them in their proper context, which you are absolutely horrible at doing. Also, I've learned more politics and understandings from Cervantes, so there'll be referencing to today's issues if you notice, because they're hidden. No! They're not hidden! They're as in your face as you can possibly get, and as we're going to see, she does not have any understanding of politics whatsoever. This chapter is dedicated to Sir Sarcasm because even though you're not being real and mean, the joke's on you because you wrote a nice review even though you're mean, so ha! Or I guess the joke's on me because I couldn't make out a word of what she just said. But enough of this intro, let's move on to the story itself. Chapter 7, Election Insurrection. Samus Aran, what the hell? My reaction upon reading that sex scene with Ridley. Mrs. Chozo freaked out at the teen. Samus had powers, but not mind control, so she couldn't figure out the deal. The word you're looking for is telepathy, not mind control. Unfortunately, the deal was clear because... Wait, so if she couldn't figure out the deal, then how was it clear? Unfortunately, the deal was clear because Samus had a D in Histoiro and Chozo was a major. Samus, this is unacceptable under this house. You must succeed or there will be capital punishment? You're going to execute your own daughter over a D in history? Man, high expectations, Chozo mom, much? Samus de facto mom vengeance. Samus wanted to be a teen and dissent and eye roll, but she was afraid of her legal guardian and didn't want to make moves that would make things mad, or she wouldn't be able to go to the mall with Helen and Mandy anymore, and what about even boys? You know, priorities! You don't study because it's important and you're going to need it later. You study because you want to please your parents and be allowed to go to the mall and date boys and stuff. I promise I was not like this when I was a teen, and I hope you weren't or aren't, or as the case may be, will not be either. Okay, I'll think of something. Samus Kojuald? As she ran off to classes, leaving Chozo mom in a dust bowl. Minorities, Mrs. Chozo backslashed. Minorities, huh? So, assuming this is like taking place on Earth or something, which it seems to be because of all the Earth references and stuff. I didn't know humans were a minority on Earth, especially compared to the freaking Chozo? No. In school hadn't begun, but Samus was taking time to convey the messages to her friends, and it was almost an apocalypse. So she's not allowed to use the word said, but she uses the word school twice in a row. I mean, sure, the second time she meant, classes, but still. She's just so incoherent. My history D is going to destroy my life, Samus explained to everyone in the entire city who heard. Even construction workers dropped. Okay, dude. Okay, when did Samus get a sex change? Maybe that's why she was allowed in the shower with the boys last time. Who knows? It's not the end of the world yet. There still could be time. Situation controlled Amy, who tried her best from turning it into a disaster, but everyone knew a problem. It was only 2 weeks until grades were in, and what was there to do? Questions were stopped because hello and slip dippin' cop fluff clippin' slip ditch fizzo sliz Principal Yokoi embarrassed. He tried to be teen, but everyone only groaned and logged at his lack of legit. I like that. His lack of legit. It's not quite having a badass, but it's still a funny. It's still a funny term, regardless. And he was embarrassed. He was embarrassing, maybe. But the news continued. Today, the majority legislator decided that if anyone in the state is allowed to become class president. Sorry about that. I just spoiled the next couple words. That if anyone in the state becomes class president, that they have an automatic A in history from experience and leadership. What kind of school is this? Getting an automatic A because you win an election? This is not how things work. Has this chick ever been to a real school? The principal announced to populists. That is not what populist means either. The populists, maybe, but definitely not populists. Not everyone cared about politic crap, but Samus liked the A clause. Note, clauses are in a constitution or law or something, and it says that things happen like freedom or A's and things. So I guess the A clause refers to the fact that you get an automatic A in history if you win the election. In other news, class president Camden was impeached yesterday. Oh, so that's why there's going to be an election. Because of stealing school money and using it to fund hedges in the parking lot and buy pork barrels for the hockey team? At this point, it just looks like she just put words on a dartboard and threw darts at it and decided to write whatever came out of it. So there's going to be a total recall on next Tuesday? What the hell does she mean by total recall? Like an election or something? That's not what total recall means. And by the way, no, it's not just the title of a movie. The title of the movie comes from the term total recall, which refers to a photographic memory. The class knew that Camden was hungry for power and food, but who would have guessed his Nixonix? Yeah, as she was saying, she was trying to make references to politics hidden, but she's failing miserably. I mean, who the hell doesn't know about what Richard Nixon did? I mean, sure, I'm not exactly sure what this has to do with the Watergate scandal. It sounds like another kind of thing entirely, but still. And who would be drafted? One. Samus was on her way out of school from another day of Metroid High School when she heard a sketch voice echo down the corridor. Psst, psst. Hello? Samus warded off spirits? Oh, this is so bad. Thank God it's almost over. But it wasn't a spirit, it was only Trace. Samus, the game dude, was black hacking into Power School? Never mind. And he noticed the problem with your history and the D. Trace intonated. Well, what's Samus's problem with the D? I mean, Samus in this fanfiction has always been all about the D. Oh, you mean the D in history. Sorry. Normally, Samus would have frecked from the breach of Second Amendment. That's not the Second Amendment! I don't know if the right to privacy or something is in the American Constitution, but that's not the Second Amendment! The Second Amendment is the right to bear arms, and whether you're for or against it, that's not the Second Amendment! But she knew that Trace was a man of fine points. What are you getting to? Samus cut the chase instead of cut to the chase. Hasty girl. Trace smiled with a grin. The thing is that the game dude and I formed an exploratory commission, and we've decided that you would be a possible candidate to lead the school in the Total Recall. Again with Total Recall. God. Now I really don't know what this is supposed to be referring to, but anyway. And if you win, then Trace left the rest up to Samus's imagination. Samus had never thought about policy and governmental duty before, but this was an intrigue because she remembered the new A clause from the news this morning and knew that if she didn't get an A somehow, that she'd have to take a fifth or suffer the consequence. I'll think about it. Samus non-committed, but secretly everyone knew the real tease. It was going to be an election, but would there be an insurrection? One.